This media conference is devoted to the subject which has just been outlined. I take this opportunity to welcome the members of the media and Mr. Vivek Srivatsa of Tata Motors, and also my friend and colleague Hemang from the IPL. We take great pride in the fact that our association with Tata Motors continues. We signed them up last year with another model which was promoted through the IPL, and that was the SUV model Tata Nexon, as you're all aware. And I learned from them that it was a very satisfying experience for the company as well as for the IPL. The IPL graduates to a different level, to a higher level every year. And the hallmark of last year's climbing up were the fact that we had 29 last over finishes, which is a raise of 50%. The previous year saw 20 last over finishes. The last year figure was 29. Viewership, as usual, as ever, as always, has also increased last year. TV viewership increased by 15%, which is a very significant climb. Insofar as direct participation in the game is concerned, by which I mean actual attendance in stadiums, that too increased by as many as 1 lakh. The total viewership last year in the stadiums alone was 1.8 million. That is 18 lakhs. We look forward to a further increase this year, depending on the venues that we can choose, which obviously will be the result of how India goes through elections in different phases. Last year, we had signed 6 new partners, of which 4 were those whom we had worked with earlier, and the 2 new partners last year were Tata Motors and the Paytm. The 2 major features which were introduced by Tata Motors last year was the Super Striker, which I think was a major inspiration for all participating players in the IPL league. And more importantly, the fan catch. There were 3 of them. As I think all of you do recollect what the fan catch is, when the ball is struck out of the playing arena, and if it happens to land in the hands of any of the spectators, he is said to have taken the fan catch. There were 3 of them last year. Each of them were awarded rupees 1 lakh. And the luckiest of them walked away with a SUV model called Nexon. I'm sure Tata Motors, on the basis of the experience of 1 year, has felt compelled to continue the association. And they've come up with a new model to promote, and that is the Harrier. A lot of spade work has been done on that. I will invite Mr. Srivatsa to let us know as to what plans he has for the Harrier in the IPL. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary, and welcome again to members of the press. Last year was our first association with IPL, with the Tata Nexon, and I wish to say with pride that both in terms of business performance of the Nexon and as well as the relationship with the BCCI, it was an extremely satisfying year for us. Nexon has firmly cemented its place as number 2 in the category of compact SUV, and the IPL gave it a real platform and a boost last year. As Mr. Chaudhary said, last year's IPL was rather special with the kind of last over finishes and the kind of fervor that we were fortunate to see across stadiums. And Nexon, thankfully our marketing activity around Nexon, which was the super striker and the fan catch got very well integrated into the tournament, and we believe that it was mutually beneficial, not just a product oriented activity, but a lot of excitement among the players who win the super striker, as well as among the audience. Every time a six is hit, there's that little bit extra excitement on if the audience is going to catch it. This year, 23rd of Jan, we launched the Harrier. It is our flagship product. It is mid SUV, as we call it, and it is with great pride that we continue our association with the BCCI and IPL. Harrier is a more premium product than the Nexon, and just as IPL is going strength to strength, we want to keep partnering with our latest products which showcase our upward movement in the market. So looking forward to this year's IPL with great excitement, and extremely happy and humbled to associate again with the IPL. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.